Hey, happy Friday. I wanted to come on real quick. I've been giving y'all updates about, things that I've been going through. And I was just thinking about it all week. And I said, when shit happens, why do we feel the way we feel? And why are we like so upset? Because it's not necessarily something that happens with one person. You know what I mean? Like, there starts to be a theme in your life where you can feel, when you just don't feel good when something happens. And for me, in the past 2 weeks, I have been able to think about that. And I was like, yo, I know why I feel so bad. It's because I keep being put in these situations where I'm hurt and I don't get closure, right? And not getting closure fucking sucks. So for those of y'all who might be coming across this because somebody shared it with you, I'm Latasha, also known as Tasha G, the Transformation Guide. And what I do is I help women through their toughest battle yet, which is learning how to love themselves all over again and rationally think through life, because life is going to keep lifing. Life is going to keep giving you stuff. Hey, happy Friday. But how you react to it is what really affects you. Okay, so I'm just putting here something for y'all, because I have a challenge coming up and I wanted to share it, because I know, like, I basically have been going through the challenge by myself, helping myself to stay as mentally I guess rested as possible, if that makes sense. But it's been difficult, and today is the first day that I feel a lot better than I've been feeling. If you want to be a part of the challenge, just DM me the word rage and I will send you details. I'm just making sure I get all of this in before I start to drive. So what I wanted to share was, like, I think all of us have been in a relationship where things didn't work out. It didn't go the way we wanted. And something that sucks when you're in a relationship that goes bad is that it goes bad a long time before you actually get out of the shit. And that's what happened for me. Like, my relationship went bad and I stayed in it because of many reasons. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be a failure. I didn't want to be somebody who quit. And unfortunately, I wanted to be somebody who had that time under the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to say that I've been with this person for 20 years. But at the end of the day, if I can say that I've been with somebody for that long and it's honestly not mostly happy, I don't feel grateful for the relationship, and I don't feel like I got anything out of it, what's the point? And that's what I want you to think about. Some of us are holding on to things, people, material things or whatever, just because of the time that we've had it in our life. And unfortunately, when you do that, it starts to weigh on you, because you have to ask yourself the question, why am I still here? Why am I still holding on to this? This is like this raggedy, tattered t-shirt that you've had. You can't even read what it says anymore. Why are you holding on to it? For some people, it could be sentimental reasons, right? Nothing wrong with that. But for some people, they just don't like change. So you'll continuously stay in stuff and continue to be like taken advantage of. You're drained. Your power is taken from you. So in the instance with me from back in the day, hey, how you doing? I realized that instead of me building myself up, I was so into making sure that the other person was comfortable. That means in my 20s, I missed out on going on trips. I should have been out of this country. My passport should have been full. But instead, I was like, no, because what if he doesn't want to go? What if he feels like I'm doing something? Let me make sure I stay and make sure he's comfortable and safe, right? But in doing that, I sacrificed a part of me. And at the end of the day, that relationship did not work out. And the sucky part about it is it stopped working out in 2005, but I didn't pull the trigger and say this is done until 2009. Why give 4 more years, you say? A lot of times it's shock, because you're like, I can't believe that, this is not going good, because I want it to go good, which is selfish. Everything is not going to work out in our favor. That's life. And until I learned the lesson that I needed to learn, I couldn't let go. You know, for me, I don't come from a strong family of support where when anything happens to me, I have people to turn to and say, you know, hey, this is what's happening, and they can like let me know, like, no, you're awesome, you have this going for you, you don't have to sit and stuff. I've always been like a loner, and in being a loner, you can get yourself in some difficult and bad situations. Yes, I had to choose me. So cut to, you know, that time when I was like, I know that this is done. I had to choose better for me, because I realized how much I was being drained, and I realized how much outside people could see the good in me and was like, why are you not doing more with your life? You're very creative, you like to help people, like you're not doing what you need to do for yourself. And that's when I knew I needed to make the change. Now, this is the kicker, because when somebody tells you something, you got to believe them. I was told, there's no way I'm breaking up with you. You will have to break up with me for this relationship to be over. And if you do that, don't come back, because I won't take you back because you broke up with me. Now, the naive me took it as, oh, wow, that's so sweet, you don't want to break up with me. The mature me now that understands game is like, oh, so you're basically telling me no matter how bad it gets, you'll stay here, and even if you have to use my body as a shield of protection against whatever, you will ride me till the wheels fall off and leave me in lack, all because I have to be the one to say I don't want to be with you. I didn't look at it at that time as God saying, you know, I'm letting you see what you're in. Like, that should not be the case. There should be love there, where it's like, I don't want us to ever break up because I love you, right? But again, here's the kicker. So after the relationship was done, it definitely felt like a divorce. I never got closure until years later. And when I say years later, I'm in another relationship living my life and I got closure. Now, imagine if I would have waited to get the closure, instead of saying, you're not good enough for me, you're not giving me what I need, I'm worth more. Instead of, imagine if I didn't say that and leave, and I had stayed until this person decided to give me closure. It's so serious that my kids wouldn't be here. My daughters wouldn't be here. That's crazy, right? That sounds crazy. But this is what a lot of us do. And this is how and why I created the Rage page, because when I was in that situation and I was feeling bad and feeling lost, and I didn't want to be by myself, and I was putting up with nonsense, I realized, like, yo, this is what your life can be. So it's up to you to make the choice on what you want it to be. So once I made the choice on what I wanted it to be, God put the person that I needed in my life. Now, is my husband perfect? No, he's not. Not by a long shot. But I don't need perfection, because perfection is fake. And knowing that we're both going to make mistakes, I have to take the tools from the previous relationship that I was in and use them for where I am now. Because now I have more experience, I have more knowledge, you know, and things can make more sense. And honestly, when you choose you, it's easy to choose you over and over, okay? So with the Rage page, what I'm working to do is to help people understand that. Like, you have to understand how important it is to choose you. Even when it doesn't feel like it's feeling good at the moment, you know, you feel bad, you feel like, you know, you don't want to make other people upset, you have all of these feelings. At the end of the day, what is important is you saying, I'm not going to be treated like shit. I need somebody who's going to show up for me, because I show up for them. I need people to understand the importance of having somebody like me in their life, because I am able to give them what they need, and I need somebody else to do that for me. Hi. And sorry y'all, they doing construction by my house, like, it's so annoying. But anyway, when I decided to choose me, and I had a situation a couple of weeks ago where I had to choose me again, it was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. But the things I had to look at was, I got tools from back then when I sat in shit for so long, and I was too scared to choose me because I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to be the bad guy, and I wanted to make sure I'm considering everybody. That's people pleasing. People pleasing is not going to make me happy. People pleasing is like a drug, and eventually it runs out on you, because you're going to be in a situation where there ain't gonna be no more people to please, okay? Because you're gonna be so aggravated and so lost. So when I had to choose me, I used the same tools that I used to leave the toxic situation I was in from before. And the best part about it was that when I chose me, I didn't even know how important that was. I didn't realize that was basically the foundation and the glue that was needed for me to be okay. And that's a testament, because a lot of times, you know, we just don't know what to do, where to go, how to do it, right? So in me choosing myself, of course I felt like crap. I felt like crap for a week, to the point where it got me to lay in bed and I just couldn't do no more. And eventually I was able to look and be like, yo, what am I doing right now? Like, how can I make myself feel better? What can I do to get myself out of this funk? And that's how I created the Rage page. So with the Rage page, it's basically a document. I don't even want to say a document. I mean, it is what it is. It's a Rage page. All of the feelings that I felt, I couldn't let that go to waste, because I feel like God doesn't put me in situations for me to forget them. And I feel like a lot of times when we're in bad situations, we just want it to go by. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to process it. That's still being stuck. You're still going to be stuck in those feelings and emotions that you did not deal with later on. They're not going to just go anywhere. So with the Rage page that I created, it is an outlet. It is a graveyard for that rage that you're feeling. And rage comes out in different ways. It can be anger. It can be pain. It could be hurt. It could be embarrassment. It could be not understanding what's going on. And with using the Rage page, you're able to finally get that out. Because I know I talk to y'all about transforming your mindset, getting to that higher place where you have more peace and energy. But we can't ignore that we got to sit in the shit. We can't ignore that sometimes we are going to be so broken by things that happen in life because we can't control other people's actions. What do we do with that energy? A lot of us hold that energy in, and guess what happens? It goes to you see your next relationship, and it doesn't show up until some bullshit happens, and then your partner is like, what the hell? I didn't do anything to you. And you're like, oh, because you won't, because I'm defensive, and won't nobody get me like that again. You understand what I'm saying? It will manifest itself in your children, where you will take the fears that you have because of the things that happen to you, and you'll put it on them. And then you'll start to hear them say, no, because mommy's scared of heights, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to get married because I saw mommy and daddy didn't have a good marriage. You don't understand sometimes how important you are because other people have knocked you down. And unless you start to embrace the good and the bad in your life, you're going to always be in that place, okay? So I thought I had pinned my comment, and now I don't see it. Instagram be Instagramming, man. Like, so I want those who are interested in learning more about the challenge I have coming up to make sure that you DM me the word rage, okay? DM me the word rage for the challenge details. So with the Rage page, I'm making it a 21-day challenge because I am on day, I think like 11. Yeah, I think I'm on like day 11. And I feel a lot better, but I also have been able to communicate with the parties that hurt me. And I know we don't always get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We don't usually get to talk to the people that hurt us because nobody wants to face the hurt they did. Nobody wants to stay there and be there for you and be like, whatever it is you need, even if it's cursing me out, even if it is crying in my arms. People don't usually give you that. And that was something that had happened to me a lot. I wasn't able to get that from my parents. I wasn't able to get that from my ex. I wasn't able to get that from friends that hurt me. So the Rage page is to help with that. And I want you to know, it's not for a specific thing. It can specifically help you, but you have to determine what it is you need help with. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you go out every Friday night and you blow all your money on hookah and drinking, right? You know you got bills to pay. You know you got other stuff to do. But you wake up every Sunday night, head pounding, and you're like, yo, what the hell am I doing? That little voice in you is like, what the hell are you doing? I need more than this. This is not going to work. Sometimes that's what we need. We need to get to that breaking point where it's like, yo, I can't I can't take anymore. I have to figure something out. I got to make things better. So when you go to make things better, where do you dump that negative stuff? The negative stuff stays inside of you, and that's when those fears come up, and you start telling yourself why you can't get any better, and why you need to go and do the same thing next Friday night, why you need to drink, why you need to smoke, why you need to have multiple partners, why you need to be naked on social media, right? Why you need to be so defensive with people, why you need to beat your children, why you need to treat people like crap because you're like, oh, people treat me like crap, so I got to get it back. You don't have to live in that. You can literally choose the life that you want, but we got to get this rage out. Hi. So with the rage page, if you've been watching my stories I shared, I'm going to actually share a picture of it so y'all can see too. But if you want more details to it, I want you to DM me. And I want to say with the rage page challenge, it's a 21-day challenge. And at the end of the 21 days, if you complete the challenge, you show up for yourself, you're going to be able to win $100. I just want to say that because I feel like we all need some type of motivation, right? And who can't take $100 after they've completed something and make themselves feel good? Spend it on whatever you want. Food, save it, go out, whatever you want. You know, that's the point. But with the rage page, it's going to give you a chance to get clarity. Like, who doesn't want to be able to say, yo, I see now why when I talk to my kid's father, I lose it, but he won't get me again. Now I realize that he is transferring his negative energy on me, and I'm not going to allow him to. So now when I speak to him, I have the courage and the confidence to say, I understand you're upset, but I'm not going to sit there and be upset with you. What's happening with the kids? Can you imagine? You'll be able to say, you know what? I understand, best friend, that you got upset with me because I met new people, but you weren't giving me the energy that I needed. You weren't there for me the way that I needed. So I met new people that wanted to pour into me. That's nothing against you, but now you get to see where you are in my life. And if you want to improve, you can, because I'm improving. I'm realizing that I was holding on to anger with you that I should have let go of. I should have communicated how I felt and moved on. That rage that you hold on to, it comes out in so many ways. You start to be passive aggressive at work. People cut you off in traffic. You want to follow them home and beat them up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to let this rage go. So it is a 21-day challenge. I will work with you for the 21 days. I will help to hold you accountable, and I will motivate you through it. So if interested, DM me the word rage, and I will get you some more details. But it's starting on August 15th, and I'm very excited about it because I know it works. I didn't realize this is what I did back in 2009 to, like, you know, part ways with somebody who was toxic for me. This is how I was able to stand up for myself and say, I know who the problem is and what the problem is, and it's not only me. I understood my part. I had to say, you know what? This is on you because you're allowing it. But this is on this person, the way that they're treating me, and it's up to me to decide whether I want to deal with it or not. And once I decided I didn't want to deal with it, the next steps kind of came a little easier. I knew what I needed to do. Then it was up to me to actually put the work in. Y'all know when y'all need to break up with somebody. Is it hard? Yeah, it's hard because you're like, dang, I don't want to be the one to make the choice. But I'm going to tell you like this. You sit in that funk and you're inhaling it. You're eating it. You're breathing it. You're living it. It's ruining your life. It's ruining your life. And then you're holding on to all this anger and you're carrying it around, and everybody around you has to deal with it. You're tired of it. If you're watching this live, somebody sent it to you, the replay or whatever, it's because they have been talking to you and they know that this is something that can be beneficial for you. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about. All right, we all are in life trying to figure things out. Nothing is perfect. So I don't want you to be embarrassed with, you know, coming to do any type of work with me, because I understand the necessity of it. You have to go through the motions with it. You have to feel embarrassed. You have to feel like you're at the end of your rope, and if you don't get help soon, you don't know what's going to happen next. That zone that you're in of discomfort is going to be the thing to change your life. Okay? You don't think about moving up a size in clothes until the clothes are too small. You don't say, today I can fit a size 6 and this is okay, but I'm going to just go ahead and get the 8 just in case I need an 8 tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. That 6 has to not fit anymore. You got to jump in it. You got to really be convinced it don't fit no more, and then you move up the next size. Same thing with your life. You have to be convinced that not getting closure from people fucking sucks, and you have to figure out how to get closure for yourself. Because when you don't get closure, those people actually control your life. Think about it. How many of y'all are out there now, y'all got partners, or ex-partners I should say, whether they're baby daddy, baby mama, and they get on your last damn nerve. But it seems like y'all have been having the same argument over and over for years, and it's not getting anywhere. Or you have that friend that always calls you when they need help, but when you need something, they never answer. And this has been going on for years, and you're tired, and you've been trying to figure out ways to say it, but after a while your emotions take over because you're triggered, and that's how you start to talk to them, through your emotions, right? And then eventually, guess what happens? Y'all just stop talking one day, or y'all have a big blowout fight, and then you're like, damn, I really didn't want it to go that way, but I didn't know nothing else to do. How long are you going to have it where you don't know what to do? How long is that going to be your excuse? That has to stop. You have people that want to help, and something like this rage page, like 21 days is not a long time, okay? That's 3 weeks. That's less than a month. And I chose 21 because scientific research has shown that it takes 21 days to adopt a new habit. This new habit with the rage page is you being able to process stuff without having to always be in a shitty mood. Imagine going from, always being angry and aggravated every time something doesn't go your way, to, you know what, there must be something else there for me. It's okay that didn't go my way. You know what, I really wanted that promotion at work, but maybe God is trying to tell me something, and so that didn't work out. But what else can I do right now? How can I take my power back? You know what, I'm in this abusive relationship, and I'm tired of being treated like this, and I keep saying I want to leave, but how can I really leave? What steps can I put in place, right? I'm tired of being in this loveless marriage, acting like I love my husband just for the sake of the kids, but I'm realizing now that this is not even helping the kids. What can I do to make things better for all of us? How can this work? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that. But you being able to get tools that can help you, you being able to know who you are and be confident in that, all of that stuff plays a part. And if you don't start to embrace it, you're going to forever be controlled by other people. And I'm grateful for where I am in my life, because I had to learn the hard way, of course, that unless I started taking control of me and taking my power back, I was never going to be good. Hey, I was going to always be in situations where I was hoping that I'm doing enough. But I'm never doing enough as a people pleaser, right? People are going to always critique what I'm doing and try to turn me around. And they're going to always tell me I'm doing too much. I'm always doing too much, yet you always take what I'm doing. But that's what happens when you don't get closure. That's what happens when you don't even know who you are and you're just driving a car, you got no GPS on. My GPS is set to me being happy, me living in my truth, me accepting who I am. And like I said, for the past 2 weeks, I've been in a funk, but the rage page has helped me to get out. So I want to share it. So if you're interested in hearing more, make sure you tune into my stories, because I'm sharing stuff there. Make sure you DM me the word rage so you can find out more. When you join the rage page challenge, it is a chance for you to win $100. And you get to work on yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Can't believe this hair is like 2 weeks old, almost 3 weeks old, and it still looks good. Yeah, so this is about working on you, because I know how it is to be in those situations where it seems like everybody hurts you. Everybody doesn't give a fuck about you. Everybody puts you in a situation where you're like, what am I doing so wrong? Why do I deserve this? Why can't I just be happy? Honestly, that's a question that you have to answer. And that's the point of the rage page. You're able to write down things and actually see, like, you know what? I see now why I'm not happy, because I don't put the work in. I don't got no discipline. I don't have no consistency on anything positive. So how can I expect to be happy when I can't even consistently work out? I can't consistently stop drinking. I can't consistently tell this person no that keeps draining me. because I just want to seem like everything is okay. And that's another thing. As women, we got to drop this whole I'm okay. Every time somebody asks you how you doing, I'm okay, I'm okay. No, we lying. Get yourself your strong support system, so when you're not okay, you can just say the words I'm not okay, and they're there for you. All right? And that's something else with this challenge. Bring a friend to be in it with you. Bring somebody to be in it with you, because the work that we do is for 21 days. But the great part about it is when we're done with our work, you can have a partner to continue to work with you. Wouldn't that be dope that when you're done, you actually have a friend that you can kind of like go back and forth and talk about what y'all just went through? And I know it's scary, but we got to get out this habit of not wanting people to know our business. Not wanting nobody to judge us. People are judging you anyway. They're judging you while you're stewing and brimming in this shit of being a people pleaser, being somebody toxic because you allow other people's toxicity to drain, to be absorbed into you. People are watching all of this, and they're waiting for you to change. They're treating you the way you're treating yourself. If you don't put the work in, you can't be mad at the results you get. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go because I have a lunch date with two beautiful ladies, and I'm looking forward to it. But I want y'all to consider joining me on this challenge for the Rage page. It starts on August 15th. It's 21 days of us being able to get you to a place and space where the rage that you have will indeed be left on those pages. Okay, you can move forward knowing, like, next time some shit happens, I know I can go to the Rage page and ask myself these questions and work through this. And I'm going to be there to help you, hold you accountable. There will be daily calls. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So I look forward to it. All right. I hope y'all take care. Remember, put yourself first. And that means so many different ways, so many different things. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Because when somebody else does it, it's going to always feel like they're doing it with the ulterior motive. But if you're doing it for yourself, that means that you understand the power of your heart and your mind. You understand the power that you have, and you need to grow more in your confidence and fully embrace the fact that you are the most important person in your life. All right? The healing journey is rough, but trust me, you are worth it. Oh, count you in, because you know I already got you. I'm so excited. All right, so love y'all. Take care. Have a great weekend, okay?